radio, entertainment news and sports. We tell you about Celebrity TV radio. Yes, I am calling Jeka Obi, and you're listening to Celebrity TV radio. Don't touch that dial. You touch it, I nick you back.
ELEGBETE TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen.
Whoa. Akiri. All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on ELEGBETE Radio. Not really feeling fine. I'm under the weather, seriously, but like they said, the show must go on. So I don't lean finish. Jesus Christ. My name is Hida. So now you have to come in the ELEGBETE on the spot. Let's have some fun. If I get up to 30 minutes and I get tired, I'm walking away like Craig Davis. Okay. If I get tired, if I get breathless and I can't move anymore, I'm leaving. Okay, because I'm really short of breath. But I'm just trying. I'm going to try as best as I can to go. Have you guys seen the Austin Guavon's talking tactics that we did for Film Room? Go check it out. I was the producer. Yes, I'm not a producer. Okay, I think you should go check that out. If you're on Facebook, the link is on my Facebook page. But search for Atlas. Atlas is ATHLST on YouTube, and you watch it. About less than 25 minutes of Eguavo talking tactics. That would help you to judge whether we have a good man in charge on the interim as the manager of the Super Eagles. I still think that the NFF would bring in a foreign coach before the Nations Cup. I don't know to postpone or not to postpone. So many talk going on, but we should see on that front. But just go watch him. At least if you watch that, it will give you an idea of whether we are I think we're in the right company anyway with Guavon. But you have to make your own judgment and see how it goes. Hi, Bri. Adeyo. Good morning. Yeah, man, wow. Why is it that, let me ask you guys this question. Why is it that in companies, in company properties, the people damage it, they don't ever come out to say, oh, I'm the one that did it, it's a mistake, I'm sorry. That nobody comes out. See, this red chair has been damaged. I can't figure out who did it. I came this morning, this chair is broken already. I can't figure out who did it. It's just funny, just funny how these things happen. And nobody comes out and says, oh, I'm doing a mistake. Oh, it's my fault. Everybody just pretend like, okay, thank God they didn't see me. They will buy another one. Well, let's just have some fun. But today, I mean, this is this is a Christmas week, right? Christmas on Saturday, my birthday is on Sunday. I'm short of breath. Okay, but we're going to just have fun. Me, I'm going to take your opinions from the things that happened over the weekend. Do you guys agree with me now that Man City is going to be champions of the Premier League again this season? Those of you who were saying, where's that guy that wanted to bet that Arsenal will not make top 4? Is he still putting up his money to bet? Well, the money was very small then anyway. That's why I didn't even bother about it. Like, was willing to put his 2 months salary for something that was almost as certain as good as he will lose. But, we left him. Hi, Britain. He said, yo, the sleep. Oh, good morning to you. I say good morning. Eze Patrick, you say good morning, boss. You never walk alone. Man, Tottenham must be Mugu. I thought I was when I give Eze Patrick the right to talk this thing with the talk. So, okay, if not, you're not even supposed to be the talker. You may say, I watched it. Okay, you like it, right? If you watch it, I hope you like it. What's your opinion? Those of you that have seen that stuff that we produce for Eguavon, give me your opinion, your take on it. What do you think about your honest opinion? Don't try to please me because eye service will not make me grow. I'm trying my hand in production and doing things different. That moment where you go away from front of the camera and allow somebody else to be in charge and you begin to stay behind the camera. No, don't do it like this. No, come back. Cut, take again. It's not easy. That work that people like them Kingsley Dale have made look very easy. It's not as easy, especially considering the stress we went through traveling back and forth, carrying all the equipment from Lagos to Abuja, getting a studio, now making the studio specifically fit for what we wanted to achieve. It's not as easy as people think. But then, I mean, this has happened, so we're good. We've done it, and it's out. There is the South Successor one, and by next year we'll get the Amunike one, and then we're supposed to go do Fini the Judge next week. But the way I am health-wise, I don't think I have the strength or the ability to go on that journey. But we should see. I could be directing affairs from a remote position here in Lagos while the team goes there. But I really want to go to Aba to go and do the Finidi George home because there's a little twist to what I want to achieve with the Finidi George home anyway. But if you've seen it, give me what you think. And yesterday, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool. What do you think about the refereeing of that game? And what do you think about Dele Alli, Harry Kane, Son Heung-min, Alisson, Ndombele that is unnecessarily hanging onto the ball and everything? I want your analysis. Today, I'm not the one analyzing. You guys are going to analyze for me. So give me your take on, if you want to call in 07025000069. If you want to send me a message on WhatsApp, you know what to do. 08034277165. Umaru, Harry Johnson, Grill and Bolly wants to feed us here with pictures of plantain, bolly, chicken, and sauce. Well, you guys need to look out for that guy, the Grill. Go search for him on Instagram and make your order and enjoy yourself. But that's the feeling I'm having. It's just like they bring it, I can't eat it. I'm not just, I don't know. Everything is almost making me want to throw up. Let's start. Ivory say happy birthday in advance, Mr. Daffy. Thank you very much. Eze Patrick, Hybrid 10 his name is actually Roland. Okay. Eze Patrick said champions because of 3 points. Now, wow. No, you will not get the 3 points, so you are champions. Champions because they have proven it over and over again at times like this. If every time they've ended they've ended Christmas on top of the league table, they've ended up as champion. It's not because of 3 points. Even if they are tied on points and they're top of the league, I would still pick them to be champions. So if you like your Liverpool sentiment, that doesn't concern me. What concerns me is what I'm saying. I think that Manchester City will defend their title very well because they've gotten back into that element of scoring for every game, and it doesn't look like they're going to go back. Liverpool, on the other hand, are decimated, and you know that COVID can also happen to Man City. No argument about that one. Injuries can happen, but look at the Man City team carefully. This season, for instance, Kevin De Bruyne have not really played, when you say play football, but somehow the team does not even look like they are missing it, considering the fact that they didn't get a striker, and you know nobody would want to agree to that conversation anymore because they know how to play without a striker. But just look at Chelsea. Few players not being available, they can't seem to grind the result to win anymore. And then look at Liverpool yesterday. It was just Tottenham Hotspur that were not ready. That game would have been like 6-2 or 6-3 or so in favor of Tottenham Hotspur. But hey, football, these things happen. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. But I need your opinion. What do you think of the Premier League? What do you think of every other league? Just give me football gist. Give me gist. Let me observe and enjoy your own analysis. Troops Pascal, good afternoon, Idafe. Gunners to Jesus come. You're obviously not in Nigeria. As a party say, 4 key players not available yet. We were close to getting all 3 points. Poor and biased officiating yet. Man City have won the league. My friend, go and sit down for Bush. Which 4 key players? The players are playing. Are they playing for Enyimba? When people say these things, 4 key players. When the season started, a few players didn't play for Arsenal, and Arsenal lost their first 3 games. Few people say Arsenal is going on relegation. There was no excuse of, 4 key players did not play. Nobody said that. So shut up and drive. Nobody is going to listen to that. The players that played are Liverpool players. So there is no such thing as key player or no key player. Every player on that squad is Liverpool player. When 11 players didn't play for Gannett Raw and we went to go and play against Cape Verde and got a 2-1 win, you people said the coach does not know how to coach. that a coach that is good should know how to use his players. So shut up once again. Don't tell me that key players are not playing. These players signed for Liverpool. They've been in the club since God knows when. And you say 4 key players are not there. The players that play, are they from FC Taraba? No. Let them play football. They sign up to play and they should play. After all, in other games where these same players have come in and changed the tide, nobody said anything. When they played against Barcelona a couple of seasons ago and they were missing about 8 or so first team players, and then those other players came in and they scored 4 goals. People said Liverpool, the thing that is good about Liverpool is that anybody can come in and destroy a team as big as Barcelona. So let's not even have that conversation. That childish conversation should not even come up at all. Choose Pascal said, nothing would ever surprise me with officiating in England. No, not be today it starts. I still remember the words of Arsene Wenger concerning referees in England. Okay, thank you very much for that one. Okay, let's push further down the road and see. The Swedish one is that the Nigerian Professional Football League resumed on Friday, and Remo Stars showed MFM that it is not about anointing oil, fasting and prayer and shouting, oh, Yahweh, Yahweh, no Yahweh, Yahweh. Yahweh, Yahweh, Kumama, Yahweh, Yahweh, no Kumama, Dado. Hey, no Kumama, Dado at all. Nothing Kumama. Speaking in tongue, no tongue, because somehow Remo Stars won the game by 2 clean goals at the says Mobolaji Bankantoni Stadium now, right? But formerly Onikon Stadium. It's Onikon that I know. Onikon is the one that is good in my maps. So we're calling it Mobolaji, Mobonovi, Mobosa, Mobolaji. I don't know. It's still a long way to go. But I want to ask, is this IMFL will suffer this season? That you don't let us know now, so that if we're going to stadium, we don't know that we're going to watch them lose. No problem. If this is how they are going to suffer. They are not comfortable with a very easy, smooth surface, comfortable stadium. You know, some teams don't know how to play in a good stadium. And in Kena Ambora said, good morning to you. They don't know how to play in comfortable environment. So if this is IMFL is going to suffer this season, let's just see. Life of Bature, which club are you playing for now? I left, I don't know, it's like you left Canopilas to play 2 or so. I don't know. Let's know where you are right now so that we can put this together. Boss, give us updates, key players from week 1 of the MPFL. I don't have that update because over the weekend I was really sick. If you look at me, if I take off this jacket now, I look like 6 o'clock. I look very tiny. I didn't follow up that much, but I can give you results. I can tell you what happened in matches, the result, and all that. Rangers went away from home and they were kidnapped. They were held hostage. How dare you? Yes, that's how the fans of Katsina United tell them. How dare you come here and get a 2-1 win? For what? Eimba played the derby, started the season on derby note, and they won 2-1. Finidi George in 4 games have scored 8, considered 1. That's not a bad one for him. But he still needs to find a way to make his team score more goals. That's very important. It's very important that your team is scoring goals because that is what would stand you out eventually. I'm not saying that winning 2-1 is bad, but I'm saying that find a way to score more goals. But it's also good that no matter what happens, they don't concede that much. Okay, so the fact that they are not conceding means that defensively they are solid. Okay, they can get past the defensive side of things and then get into the scoring part. One of the sweetest things is that your team plays and your team score goals and don't concede much. Okay, so according to a report, angry fans of Katsina United held their opponent Rangers International FC of Enugu hostage at their visitors after the visitors defeated them at home on match day 1 of the 2021-2022 Nigerian Professional Football League season. Enugu Rangers defeated Katsina United 2-1 in their own ground, Muhammadu Diko Stadium, Katsina City, on Sunday to start their league campaign on a promising note. However, after the final whistle, the Iron fans blocked the stadium gate and insisted that Enugu Rangers would not leave the stadium. Now, I don't know why they were asking that they stay. Is it that the game that Rangers played was so sweet that the fans say, okay, let's play another second leg of the match here again. Let's enjoy the game. What were they really asking for, that the fans were asking for, I don't understand. But then we should look into these matters because these are not security matters and they should be properly taken care of. Angry fans registered their anger over the defeat handed down to their team and threatened to attack the visitors' team. Sources of this information is Enugu Rangers FC International Facebook page. Okay, let's hope that the LMC will look into the matter, and the NFF also will come into the conversation. And subsequently, for other matches, the conversation around security will be paramount. We shouldn't be getting into all this talk anyway by now. We should have gotten past the stage where, the conversation is, we go play match, they can't hold us hostage. I don't know. I think, this is my thinking, I think that we are bigger and we should be better than this right now. But hey, nobody sees all these things completely. Nobody knows it all. And just when you think that, oh, we had it covered, something has just happened. So you can always keep your fingers crossed and say to yourself, well, this would change. It's first day. We'll see, find a way to make corrections, and they will not happen again. Well, let's look at other matches that went down in the league. Like I said earlier on, Remo Stars, newly promoted Remo Stars. I was saying it the other day that they should look out for that team. Or that team would be a problem to a lot of teams, because when you go to Ikene where they play their home games, you look at their preparation. It does look like a team that is ready, that is targeting continental assignments. Okay, Remo Stars look like a team that have plans to go on the continent, and it is how they start the season that will tell you if this is going to be serious business or this is just going to be a one-off. But I think in my head, I think they are going to be serious contenders for maybe qualify for the continent. I can't just push and say, oh, I think they will be on the top of the league table by winning the league right now. In my head, I think that will be pushing for too much. Currently, the defending champions are on top of the log because they beat Aqua United. They beat Canopilas by 3 goals to nothing. So they are stable at that position. But one team I just want everybody to look out for. One team I want everybody to take a careful look at is Remo Stars. Win the league, that will be asking for too much. I'm honestly saying that. Winning the league will be asking for too much. But there is a but to this conversation. There is a possibility that they will make the continent. But then this is just match day one. And I'm already saying that, well, push comes to shove, this might not be like that. Okay, so let me give you the full rundown of all the results that went down. Remo Stars came to Lagos and beat MFM 2 goals to nothing. Castle United lost at home to Enugu Rangers 2 goals to 1. Heartland and Nasarawa United played an entertaining, pulsating 6-goal thriller 3-3 in that game. Lobby Stars and Rivers United played a 1-1 draw in Makodi. Gombe United and 3SC played the 0-0 draw. Aqua United beat Canopilas. The last 2 or 3 seasons, Canopilas have not been good travelers on the road. 3 goals to nothing. Enyimba beat Abia Warriors 2 goals to 1. Kwara United beat Dakada 3 goals to nothing. Niger Tornadoes beat Plateau United 1 goal to nothing. So let's see how it goes for the league table right now. Just one game played anyway, but it doesn't mean we won't talk about it. Number 1 is Aqua United, Kwara United number 2, Remo Stars number 3, Rangers number 4, Enyimba number 5, Niger Tornadoes 6, Heartland 7, even with 1 point. Nassau United 1 point in 8th position, Lobby Stars in 9th position, Rivers United in 10th position. And 11 to 20 is Gombe, Shooting Stars, Abia Warriors, Sunshine Stars, Wiki Tourists, Katsina United, Plateau United, MFN Dakada, and Kano Pillars. That's all she wrote on that side of town. But let's keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully we will get more matches and more entertainment, more fun, more thrills, more joy. Yes, seriously went away to get the draw. It does look like they are one of the teams that will surprise me this season anyway, because I wasn't expecting much from them. I must be very, very honest. Eze Patrick said Rangers won away from home in week 1. Yes, MFL playing with a goalkeeper named Kingdom. Everything is not about religion or when the player named Kingdom. To be very, very sincere, my other brother's name was Kingdom. my late elder brother's name was Kingdom. And I got people in my family with some very, very funny name. I've got Kingdom, I've got London, I've got England as blood brothers, so my father's children. Also, this shit happens, okay? We give names in this part of the world, we give names, all types of names. So don't blame them. It's not MFF fault. The player was already named Kingdom before he came to sign for MFF, so you can't blame MFF for that one. Akigbe Samuel, he said, good morning, sir. Good morning to you. Yes, the party say nothing will not go happen for MPFL. Choose Pascal, I say my highlight of this first week MPFL is seeing teams get maximum points away from home. A massive improvement, though. I saw a report of Rangers being held back in the stadium after their game. Uyime Akma, I say it was interesting hearing Iguaimon talking about Eagles' philosophy and all those, but I hope he is not only just a bad talk. He needs to roll up his sleeves and work and must always make right calls, okay? As Patrick say, hopefully we won't get more fans locking players in the stadium in the coming weeks. Hopefully, I think so. I hope that that will not happen. Mr. Paul Obi, finally, long time, you've not been around. I don't know. Mr. African member of the season to you and every member of this house. Yes, thank you very much. And we wish you the same as well. Okay, let me see who's on Facebook, who's making inroad on Facebook. Nobody there. I've not seen any comment on Instagram. Is anybody making comment on Instagram? Okay, no comment. What's it called? My big brother is in town, but I just couldn't make it out. I just couldn't go see him. I'm talking about if it's over J is at the National Stadium doing some scouting program. I was supposed to be there, but for health reason, I just couldn't make a move. I just couldn't make a move at all. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Man, if you've got anything to bring up from the weekend games or the past games, games that have passed, let's hear it. Okay? This is the best time for us to have that conversation. But let me give you the gist around the transfer window. Borussia Dortmund CEO Hans-Joachim Watzke has confirmed that Real Madrid are interested in signing Norwegian striker Erling Braut Haaland, 21. Why is he telling us something that we already know? What's the big deal about him telling us that we already know? So it's not about whether they're interested. Let's get the transfer done. Real Madrid are dreaming of teaming Haaland with Kylian Mbappe, 22. The 22-year-old France forward can discuss a pre-contract and plot an exit for Paris St-Germain in January. But I also heard, okay, this is a rumor I just said from the grapevine, that Messi is trying to convince Mbappe to stay. That, listen, guy, with me on this squad, and if we do well, we can repeat what we did with Barcelona and win the Champions League again. But then Pep Guardiola is on one other side saying that, look, we want to win this Champions League. The Champions League is all I'm looking for. Winning the league is not really important. The English league is not as difficult as people say it is. As a matter of fact, I won it with striker. I won it setting impossible points. But beyond that one, I've also won it without using striker. So there's no big deal. What is really, really elusive is winning the Champions League away from Barcelona. That's what I want to achieve. So let's say it's a battle of two teams who are all from the same group, most likely going all the way to the finals. But there is the tiny little matter of Bayern Munich in all of this conversation with Lewandowski pushing so hard to win the Ballon d'Or next year. Okay, so let's say I go. Bayern say, my boss, the timing and my work clashes most times, but I join every time I can. Good to be with you today. Thank you very much, bro. Farmi. Thank you very much on that one. Manchester City are set to reward Bernardo Silva, fine start to the season with a new contract, doubling the 27-year-old midfielder's wages. Okay, so I think he wanted to leave a couple of months ago. Brazil midfielder Fernandinho looks set to stay at Manchester City in January, with Atletico Mineiro's hope of landing a 36-year-old fading away. Fiorentina 21-year-old Serbian striker Dusan Vlahovic, who has been linked with likes of Manchester City, Arsenal, and Newcastle, has rejected the club's latest contract offer. Okay, after all this link, if you end up signing an extension to his contract, it will be very funny, but hey, anything is possible. Atletico Madrid will let England defender Kieran Trippier move to Newcastle for 15 million if they can sign a replacement. Barcelona have offered Brazilian midfielder Felipe Coutinho, 29, to Tottenham and Newcastle. Are they going to take it? Newcastle will also test Everton's resolve to keep unhappy French fullback Lucas Digne, 28. Manchester Leeds agent Mino Raiola says the Netherlands defender 22 is ready to leave Juventus for the next step in his career. Where is the next step? Where is the next step? Chelsea have set their sights on a deal to sign Portugal midfielder Ruben Neves, 24, from Wolves. Chelsea, you are signing and signing. You sign Saul, Abi Saul, Abi whatever his name is, it's not playing well. Okay, you want to sign Neves, a short manner. I don't know what you want to recreate anyway. Paul Pogba has played his final match for Manchester United and will leave the club in January. Real Madrid have been linked with the French midfielder 28, who is out of contract in June. Juventus are interested in Arsenal striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The Serie A side are looking to take the 32-year-old striker on loan with a view of signing him permanently in June. Please let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. Fast. That's not disrespect for the player. It's just that Arsenal need to clear their desk and let some players that are in the deadwood category department go. So they should let him go. Let him go. Your girlfriend naga, let him go. That's all I can say. Just let him go. There is no need to pretend that you want Aubameyang around when at the end of the day it draws the team back. Okay, in my opinion, he should go. What do you guys think? Should he stay or should he go? I think he should go. They should even just that Juventus. Tell Juventus take him. No worry, no problem. Okay, I really have no idea what is problem with me. Jurgen Klopp fumes at referee Portieni for missing definite red card for Harry Kane's foul on Andy Robertson and turning down a penalty for Diogo Jota in Liverpool's 2-2 draw at Spurs. Well, see, if there is a club that have benefited the most from dubious officiating in the last 3 seasons, it is Liverpool. So nobody should come. Liverpool should not come here and talk crap. We know how Liverpool won the league title with some questionable calls, but we just pretend that it is due to COVID. That the referees were having COVID dust in their eyes, so they were not seeing properly. We saw the game against Aston Villa. We saw the game against Leicester City. We can't forget all those ones in a hurry. So nobody should come and be telling me referee want to do two things with Liverpool. Liverpool matter is a very, very complicated one. Arsenal this season have also benefited so much from refereeing. I don't know why Granit Xhaka was not given a red card. I might be wrong. Was not given a red card. I don't know why. I can't explain that one. But hey, that happens. Dele Alli, what's wrong with Dele Alli? I mean, on days like this where you put up the kind of performance that Dele Alli put up, I can sparingly, not like consistently, but sparingly within the course of the game, there were very, very bright moments, busting up from midfield into attack, trying to, do the Lampard. Should have scored that goal. Should have also made some proper decision when it comes to, deciding who to give the pass to, who to pick up and who not to pick up. But then again, Liverpool goalkeeper decided, you know what, Son Heung-min, you deserve a goal and you sure must get a goal. And he gave him a goal. But I thought that Spurs should have won that game anyway. Ruthless Pep Guardiola's team delivers a 4-0 win over their opponent and put Newcastle in a place where you're just looking at Newcastle and telling yourself, will this become the richest club that get relegated? But this is why I don't think they will get relegated. Newcastle are in 19th position on the league table, 10 points just as Norwich and Burnley is in 11th. Now, Watford at 13, Leeds United at 16, and Leeds United are running a defeat marathon. 3 straight now, 7 defeats in 8 games or so. The only game they've won, I think, is the Crystal Palace game in their last 8. And then you look at the teams above them, they're still within shooting range. When I say shooting range, from number 17 to number 10 is 12 points, that's the gap. So I could see January City and say, oh, after the January transfer window, they just might show up with some fantastic signings and then the team will turn on itself. But again, this also goes to show that Steve Bruce was never the problem of Newcastle. Newcastle just have players that are deadwood, rubbish, not good enough. I know that the jury is still out, but I just want to throw up this question for you guys to give me what you think. Grealish. I mean, 17 games or so gone. What do you think? Has Grealish lived up to the billings? Has he lived up to expectation? Has he shown like £100 million star, or he's just there? Okay, where do you put it? Perform to expectation or below expectation? I need your verdict on that one, because we've come far enough to be able to say, okay, oh, he has performed here, he has not performed there. So what do you think? Tell me what you think from Jack Grealish's performance so far for Man City this season. Don't forget that the league, they've gone far. He's played more matches than any other white player, than Mahrez, than Raheem Sterling, and the rest of them. 18 games played so far in the league. I want to know what you think, okay? And in the Premier League, it's amazing. If you judge the league by home form, Arsenal will be in second. If you judge by home form, Arsenal will be second on the league, Liverpool will be third, Man City will be first. The reason why Arsenal are not up there is because of their away form. Because away from home, Arsenal will be ninth. Okay, so it's a bit tacky. So Arsenal need to fix their away form. Okay, Akiri Rami says Jack is a good player, but has not lived up to expectation. You would agree that he needs one more season before this discussion. Really? I don't know. I don't know that's the rule of transfer now. It's not like he moved to another league. Okay, I am. Messina said he's a typical overhyped and expensive English player. He hasn't lived up to the billing. Okay. Grealish was an unneeded player. There is nothing he brings to City players like Foden were not already bringing. I agree with you on that one. I thought it was £100 million just wasted, maybe to fill in English quota. That's my thinking. Away form in the Premier League, Man City are still top, Liverpool are second. Home form, Arsenal is second. Away form, Manchester United is fifth. Home form, Manchester United is 10th. Damn. Home form, Newcastle are last. Away form, I'm coming. Let me check this thing well. Okay, away from Newcastle are 20th on the league table, and home form they are 19th. See, that's confirmed relegation form. But I just hope that they can solve that problem and get going. In Italy, we started the season thinking that this could just be the season where Napoli gets it going. But then remember those run of 3 games where they draw 1 and lost 2. It changed a whole lot. Now it's put 4-point gap between them and Inter Milan. For Inter Milan, that we all felt like, oh, this is the season where they will struggle. Simeone seems to be doing a great job with them. Okay, they should have just given Arsenal that 100 million for Saka or Martinelli. No, come on, Saka or Martinelli from Arsenal, and Arsenal will be like in 9th or 11th position. So let's not even go there. I beg. Mr. Idafe, the way I'm seeing my FC Barcelona, I think they will make top 4 in Spain. That's my thinking, Sha. Well, Mr. Paulo B, we'll get there. I'm coming. I'm just trying to look at the Italian league table now. I'll come there. Top 4 in Italy is Inter Milan, Napoli, AC Milan, and Atalanta. AS Roma is in 5th position, waiting to pounce. But there's a gap between them and Atlanta, at least 6 points. Fiorentina is there. Juventus are still hung up in 7th position, looking like the second half of the season will be a very, very serious Formula 1 race for all of them, all teams involved. But let's see how it goes anyway. Inter Milan have really impressed me. I wouldn't lie. They lost only 1 game the whole of this season. Out of 18 matches played, they've won 13, drawn 4, and lost 1. That's not a bad one. Napoli have won 12, drawn 3, lost 3. AC Milan won 12, drawn the same point with Napoli. And Atalanta, the goal scoring machine. Inter Milan have also scored a lot of goals this season. 48 goals, considered 15. That's not a bad one. Let's go to Spain, where Mr. Paul will be talking about Barcelona and they are making the top four. Anything is possible. I'm not going to be here and just raining on their parade anyway. So I'm going to try as much as possible to be as nice as I can. But that Barcelona making the top four. Well, and seven right now, you can't really write them off and say they won't make the top four because the teams above them are not in the best of form as well. Real Madrid is 43 points. They've scored 39 goals, considered 15 this season. Lost only once. Sevilla is second position, lost twice, drawn four. Betis is in third position. Real Vallecano in fourth position. Atletico Madrid, the defending champion, in fifth position. Real Sociedad are in sixth. Barcelona is seventh. Now, this is the reason why it will be easy for me to believe that Barcelona will make top four. The reason being that the teams that are above them do not look like teams that will be able to hold on to that place when push comes to shove. So Barcelona would eventually find a way to grind the result and go. But now this Barcelona, can you bank on them? That's the thing. Can you bank on them? Can you tell yourself that, oh, I have faith, I trust this Barcelona, they can deliver? That's a very, very difficult one to put your money on. Because of that, it's a bit shaky, but to make the top four should not be that impossible. I mean, they are 27 points from 17 games played so far. They've lost 4, drawn 6. That's like a total of games that Barcelona used to lose in 2 consecutive seasons. They've lost that only from 17 games played so far. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. We've got the game in hand on Real Madrid anyway. Divine Amani Tonke said, good morning, Elegbete. Good morning to you. I trust you are recovering very well. I want to ask, do you think the EPL should have allowed Chelsea play the game against Wolves despite having a massive shortage of personnel, especially up front? Well, when we say massive shortage of personnel, the Chelsea didn't complain that they can't play the game because there are other games that have been postponed, put off because of similar circumstances. There are rules. You have to request that, look, the game cannot go on, and Chelsea did not make that request. So once they didn't make that request, it was because they felt like, come on, not be Wolves. Wolves are not really that big side. You can always win. And then again, you have to understand that when you're in the Champions League, it is better to play your games than piling them up because a game in hand is not 3 points won. It's not 3 points guaranteed. So you want to play the games. You want to avoid fixtures congestions. There are cup games coming. There is Champions League, knockout stage coming in front. There's a whole lot coming up. So you want to do everything to play those games and get away with them. Now after the fact, everything is clear on hindsight. After the fact, looking at the results, they shouldn't have played the game. But what if they had won? What if they had won? So those are some of the things. And if you do that, then Liverpool would have come out to say, okay, we shouldn't have played that game. The fixture congestion is more of a problem than even the absentee player themselves. So I think it is okay that they play the game. It just didn't work according to the way they expected. It didn't go according to plan. They expected that, no matter what happened, we're going to win this game. Wolves, I mean, there are some opposition you play. It's not like you were playing Man City. There's some opposition you play, you tell yourself that, look, we can win this one. We don't need the entire cavalry to win. We can do game management and do that. Zico for Z10, good morning to you. But that didn't happen. Plus, how true is Jose Peseiro being the next Super Eagles coach? And was he really recommended by Jose Mourinho? Well, there's so many rumors, so many stories. And like I say, one of the things I don't do here is breaking news. I don't do breaking news. I always would be here to analyze, do research, and get back on it. Do an interview if I need to do interview. Get to the people if I need to get to them. I'm going to sit here and wait. We've had so many names, Serbian, Italian, Spanish, this one, that one. Let's wait and see if these are the people that we need. We'll put our hands and see how it goes. Desteros Henry said thanks to Arsenal and Tottenham and the compliments of the season. Okay, let me see. Okay. Tottenham should have beaten Liverpool handsomely. I don't know why they didn't win that game. It's very, very sad. And he said the guy Grealish isn't a Man City standard. Joe praised success. He said good luck playing against Real Madrid with Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., and Erling Haaland in attack. Until they sign them, you can't apportion that good luck to anybody right now. Okay, it's not easy to put that. Okay. Oh. Okay, Manny, when are you bringing Mr. Amaju Pinnick to the ELEGBETETVRADIO? When they answer them, now why are you sending it to me? Not you they ask. They ask you question. The one now not so you know about you. Go and answer the question. Tuchel was complaining massively that he tried to get it postponed, but the EPL disagreed with him. It's not in Tuchel's place to Tuchel's place to postpone the match. Let's be see. Sometimes when these coaches come out to make this type of talk, it pisses me off. It's either Thomas Tuchel himself does not understand how football is run. It's not a coach position to call off a game. It is the club to make an official position with the EPL and ask for a game to be postponed. But then you have to meet certain criteria. There are criteria you need to meet. It's not Tuchel's place. Tuchel's is not it's not the club. It's just the coach of the club. And if he doesn't understand that, then there's nothing anybody can do. Chelsea have drawn their game, they drop point. Chelsea fans can get angry and feel very, very bad, feel hardly undone. But truth of the matter is, Chelsea didn't register their protest in the right way. See, there's something called roadside protest, and then there's something called official protest. Yes, you can make roadside requests, and then you know that thing in the Bible that says most people they pray, but they pray amiss. That's what Tuchel have done. It's prayed, it's requested, but he requested amiss, and nobody listened to him. There are channels to go through these things, and I don't think they've gone through it the right way, unfortunately. Emmanuel Sebastian, tell those people that for now we can't get Amadou. The reason being that, listen, these guys are, Amadou is NFL president, Amadou is CAF executive committee member, is FIFA council member. I would gladly love to get Amadou on the show, okay? But truth be told, we've also had enough of Amadou. I mean, don't like how many interviews with Amadou, about 4 or 5. What question are we going to ask Amadou that we've not asked him before? Let's look for somebody else. I'm trying to get with Reshafa and ask him about his time at Cameroon and give me an idea of who Samuel Eto'o is and all that. Let's move on past Amadou Pinnick and focus on some other things. If we have the window to do it, I'll get Amadou definitely. I'll get Amadou definitely. I'm still trying to get Peter Drury. I'm still trying to get Patrice Mosepe. A whole lot of people to interview, but if we get Amadou and he's available, why not? We'll do it. But unfortunately, Emmanuel, tell your people that for now, Amadou is not on top of our list, okay? On top of our list for people that we want to interview. The Sarah said, I watched the just concluded Arab Cup. The North Africans are technically sound and play good football. LFA. How long will Nigerian football take to get to that level? We need to start building our football. If we start focusing on using, don't forget that the Arab games that you saw, they were domestic players that were used. No foreign league player was invited because they have a good league. If we focus on building our league and get the league going very, very well, and fans don't hold stage for winning away from home, and we understand all of these basic things consistently, and then we give coaches the right to set up their team and play games the best way they can, I'm sure that we will get there. It's not lack of talent. We have the talent. It's the funding and the organization that is lacking in Nigeria. So if we can get the funding right and get the organization right, I think we will get there. The North Africans have been on this for a very long time, so it is easy for Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, of them to pull up a team from their league and be able to achieve what they achieve. We also need that kind of consistency. We need those kind of run. We need to have a league that starts at a set date and ends at a set date, not confusion everywhere. And then we need to have clubs who understand what it takes to really put a team together and go, game after game, do proper preseason, do proper planning, players earn what they need to earn. Once you don't have every season you are signing 15 new players are running away from your club. I'm sure we'll get there, because the most important element, ingredients in all of this is the talent. Do we have the talent? We do. We might not have top of the line coaches yet, but then there are some good coaches. I still think that Kennedy Oboye is a good coach. I think Imama Makaba is a good coach. Finidi George is proving to us now that he's a good coach. I think that one day Imana Amunike might come coach in the league too, if all things being equal. And then there are a few other ones that are also good there. Eddie Dombraya has just come in. First baptism of fire was to get a draw. Let's see how it goes after that game and see. He promised me that he was going to win the league first attempt. I told him that's not going to happen. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see what comes at the end of the day. But it's not really far from us. It's not rocket science. It's not an impossible thing to do. Okay, so I said it was interesting hearing the okay, I've seen that before. Should say, as an Arsenal fan, do you think that Saka, Emilio Smith, Martinelli, and Odegaard can all fit in together at once in a lineup? And what does the future hold for Nicolas Pepe? Showing Nicolas Pepe, it doesn't belong to the team. He's never been one that I liked. He's one of the worst footballer that I've seen in all my life of following football since 1986. They can all fit in, but the thing about that is it means how you use other players. Okay, so what the coach is doing with Emilio Smith and Odegaard is using the two of them to alternate each other, which I like anyway. Emilio Smith has become a super sub. 7 goals, 6 goals in his last 7 games. Last 3 games, he's come up from the bench and scored. He's added value. We saw Odegaard make assists for him, so it means that the two of them can play. We also saw Odegaard, Martinelli, and Saka all in the game at the same time before Odegaard was removed because it was a bit tired. Don't forget that when you come from a league like the La Liga, where you play for a team where the weight of the work is not on you and they don't really do more of the marking. You come into an English league where they are very, very fast. If you play 1 hour, it's like you play 2 hours. So the coach is trying his best to manage his squad the best way he's got. We're not Man City, even though we're trying to play like Man City, but we're not Man City. We don't have the kind of quality and experience that Man City have. Man City have players that have won league, won African Nations Cup, won titles everywhere, played to the World Cup semi-finals or finals, played at the very highest level. So these are players that are tried, tested, and proven players. But then for Arsenal, these are players that are about to, could be, should be. They are not really up there. So the man is managing them very well. Another advantage is the fact that they don't play all those Champions League matches. They just focus on the league and they are getting a very good run. But then 1 or 2 bad results again, and everything that seems to be very, very good could go back again. I think that for a football team, what is most important is not whether you squeeze Saka, Emily Smith-Rowe, Martinelli, Odegaard all together. That's not what's important. What's important is, can I bank on my bench when push comes to shove? When I need to change the tempo of the game, when I need to move the tempo up a notch, can I look at my bench and see there are quality to bring in from the bench? Because that's the most important thing. When your bench cannot answer to your core, when what you're bringing from the bench becomes quantity instead of quality, there's a problem. And then also, there's a way you rotate your team that you enjoy competition every time. Okay, every player that comes in wants to prove the point. They are very excited to add value to the game rather than just coming in and make up the numbers. So I think that the way the coach is rotating the squad right now is good. But then they still need about 4 more signings. They need about 4 more signings in midfield. 2 midfielders, 1 or 2 players up front. 2 players in the midfield. 1 wide player to the left. 1 player out front or 2. And it's good. 4 more signings, but that's not going to happen in January. I don't think Arsenal is going to sign 4 players in January anyway. So let's say it goes. One of the things that I'm happy for Arteta is the fact that he's been able to fix that defense. White has really done great, and then he's also made Gabriel Magalhaes better. But I think the midfield is still a bit slow. I would throw away Granit Xhaka any single day. It does work, but he just have this thing about it that village people are worrying him, and sometimes that thing just happens. So I can't handle that kind of a player in my team. I can't trust such a player. It's always a time bomb waiting to explode. But other than that, I think it's fine. Chip said Grealish cannot be more than what he has already done. I never expected him to outshine the likes of Mahrez, Silva, Sterling, etc. It is just English media overhyping English player. £100 million wasted. Chicks Pascal said £100 million wasted. Without a dad, the Eagles need a local coach. Okay, white coach will rob Eagles. Well, for me too, I think the same way with you. But the powers that be, Amadio doesn't even want to hear that. That's like that talk of local coaches. He doesn't want to hear. The Soros Eric said, I played for Pepsi, Union Bank, and other clubs years ago. So much corruption killing our football. Corruption is everywhere, my brother. Even in that Europe, there's corruption. It's just that when you go corruption, they be like color television. It define for us. So we enjoy them. Our own will never master the act of doing it and doing it well. If not, corruption is everywhere. Well, it's on this note that I'm going to put a break. I'm going to stop and step out of the building and allow Peter Ronaldo to do thing for the next 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you very much, everyone, for helping me to get this show across the finishing line. My head is banging. I'm really struggling. But thank you very much. Once again, season's greetings to all of you. Phil Bobby, thank you very much for joining very, very late anyway, but thank you for joining us as well. Once again, good morning to everybody. My name is Idafe Matthew Silva. You love to come in and I want to sports. I've had a great time, even through palpitation and all that, bro. Great one. I hope that woman that is preaching will not come on and say those of us that are talking sports on radio will go to hell, because I don't know. Without that, make JJ Okocha their coach. Okocha does not have a coaching certificate. Okocha knows how to be coach. Let's not be giving job to people who are not ready for it. Why would they make JJ Okocha a coach? He never fit coach his nephew Alex Iwobi finish make his happy play ball. Let's make a coach. Coach, well, so coach a coach. Coach, now just Super Eagles self. Sometimes when I talk to the investment, the Super Eagles so bad that anybody will never get coaching experience at all. As make a good coach. Where you the coach how you make so where you don't coach. You never coach street football. You say me go coach a whole Super Eagles. Where the experience? So guys, stop. Can you get any far? Can you go? We bring confidence to the player. Which confidence? The confidence whenever we give Alex Iwobi, where Alex Iwobi play like rat with 4-4 ground. So I beg. I don't. Now I'm out of this building. Peter, where are you? Come on, do your thing.
Stop.